My name is Logan and welcome back to Planet Coaster. A bunch of you guys in the comments have been saying, Logan, why don't you make a park that is completely underground? And I think today is that day. And the name of our park? That's a big hole. Look at the earth just literally tear away right in front of us. Isn't it absolutely amazing what this game will let you do? Now I know you guys are sitting there watching this video probably trying to wonder why I'm opening this giant hole up. Like, isn't this supposed to be an underground park? But the thing I found in my testing is that even though you can get the people under the ground, it gets incredibly dark under there. Like, seriously pitch black. And while we are 127.3334% going to be encapsulating these people in a tomb underground, we need a little bit of light to get them down there first. Wow, now that is a big hole. And in case you are wondering, this is as far down as you can make a park in Planet Coaster. I'm going to make the entire thing just this glossy black color. I feel like it really adds to the aesthetic of, you know, basically going down to hell. Isn't that just the most beautiful staircase you ever have seen in your life? Like, at what point are you this woman and you're walking up to this thinking, you know what? This is a great idea for me in my life. And then you get up to this point and you realize that there's no like handrails or guardrails or anything, and it's just one giant hole. And what is it that giant holes need? A chair-o-plane ride, of course. I mean, come on, people. Did you think I was gonna make a park and not put in a chair-o-plane ride? Now, we need to make these queues for all these rides actually quite long, and part of the reason for that is I plan on trapping a lot of people down in this hole. So this time around, I'm actually doing what you guys suggested and putting in these priority pass queues. They're a cool $10 down at the information booth, and I think it's going to make all the difference. Here comes Georgette, our first ever visitor as always. Now, I know that the Money Farm coaster didn't do as well in our Everything Expensive video, but I just can't help myself sometimes. But we're gonna put it up kind of high because we're gonna just make people think that, like, oh, I'm close to getting out of this giant hole. And talking about giant holes, look at Georgette's almost inside of the park. And she's about to fall off the edge by the looks of it. I think we need to start some marketing campaigns to let people know that outside the city, there's a giant, massive craterous hole in the ground that your family can come and play in. We definitely want to get lots of families in here. And judging how things went last time, I think we're gonna need some security. And of course, our one lone janitor. This time we have Alfred Dunham, and surprisingly, he looks just like all the rest of them. An old man with a giant, massive broom, and just a bunch of Paul Blarts walking around everywhere. Should we just add in a few things that, you know, heavily confuse people? Like, in the back of the park, we're gonna have this Mayan sacrificial temple. People will just think that it was like some archaeological find that was unearthed when they built this park. But floating right above it is this spaceship. Like, the people are just walking around. They're sitting in this Ferris wheel right here. Like, did aliens build these pyramids? And why not just put a couple of these in there? Look at all of these people filing in to a theme park underground. I think these guys are even getting some priority passes. Although this lady is saying that we have a terrible view down here. Imagine what's going to happen and gonna go through Fanny Asher's mind later on when she realizes that she is trapped underground, because I might end up getting rid of this staircase later on. Okay, I'm starting to get the feeling that it's time to enclose them just a little bit. See, we're just gonna kind of gloss this right over here. Look at that darkness setting in. Is this evil doing something like this? Let me know down in the comments if you think this is evil. Like, you just are having a fun day with your family and you look up and see, you know, just the earth collapsing around you. I would imagine it would kind of be like one of those alien invasion movies where there's just a shadow and then you look up and see a giant spaceship coming over you. Okay, the hole is much smaller now. Don't worry, you guys, we are gonna get it down all the way. We are going to make a true underground park, but you know what? We kind of have to start small. Like, you can't just freak everybody out by making this entire thing go pitch black. And the budding capitalist in me sees these giant queues for all of our shops and wonders, Should there be more? Okay, is this a capitalist video all of a sudden? I just added in these new shops and look how many people are already lining up. There's 1,200 people in this giant hole, and all of them are right here right now. I really am thinking about building this Sky Watcher. It's just a giant telescoping ride where you go all the way up to the top and see everything. And I'm thinking that we just enclose it all around this, and this is the only way that you can actually see the outside. Like, they're gonna make a Hollywood movie with like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Vin Diesel and Jason Statham, where they all get trapped inside of this park, and the only way out is to hack this ride so that when they get to the top, they can jump out of the windows and escape to freedom. And I must say, with about 1,700 people in this park, I really wish that we had the City Skylines Natural Disasters pack right now. Imagine a couple meteors just coming right down here right now. Now that's a picture you could hang on your wall proudly. Now, as fun as this all is, I'm starting to get an idea based off of this tower in the back here. What if I attempted, and I don't know if I can do it, but to build a roller coaster that will come up out of the ground, circle around, and go back down? It's kind of like the same concept with this thing right here. Do you see how it comes all the way up out of the ground, and then when we encompass it, actually, let's just encompass it right now. This is exactly what I'm talking about. What if we had a roller coaster that did the same exact thing? Instead of making it a serious coaster, should I just make it this spinning wild mouse manic mouse coaster? Like, imagine your only chance of seeing freedom again is by just nauseously spinning around it, around it, around. We have the world's most useless coaster going all the way up and all the way down, and then we're just gonna do this weird little worm dance. And looky there, it somehow found a path through all of the madness. Or did it? For some reason, I do not see this test going well. Imagine this is your view as you go up this thing. You think, finally, I'm going to escape this place. And you come just up over the dirt, and then it all goes downhill, quite literally. My God, look at that thing go. And you're back to the station. Your ride is too scary. The guests won't want to ride it. Okay, with a little bit of time fiddling around with it, I think we have it to a reasonable standard. Yeah, look at that. That works out just fine. I don't think this is gonna be the biggest smash hit that we've ever had in this game, but you know what? If these people want a little taste of freedom, then they're gonna have to make a little bit of a sacrifice for it. And we are officially open. And look at that, people are already coming onto the ride. You know, maybe I gave myself a little bit too much grief over this one. I mean, look how beautiful it is. And to celebrate this momentous milestone, I think that what we need to do is start encapsulating things a little bit more. All the way up to the entrance. Look at it all just sink right in. Look at the shadow down on the ground. Imagine that just encapsulating your entire family. I'm ready and willing to sell the rights to this concept to The Rock and Jason Statham if they really want it. If anybody knows them in the comments, let them know to get in contact with me. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments if you would leave a little hole for breathing, or if, you know, you would just do something kind of like this. Oops, it's all gone. But look at that. That's not stopping people from coming back inside of the park. These people leaving like their retinas are bleeding as they see light for the first time in who knows how long. Now, are you guys ready for absolute pitch black? Because if you look down below, it's not a good show. Why does it look like we're going into like one of Dante's plays or something? I've actually partially saved these people just from the little bits of lights on the rides. Like, it looks like we're in some weird episode of Stranger Things or something, but I'm kind of digging it. Like, do you guys think that this is kind of cool? Because I really do, especially these UFO disc looking things that are the entrances to the rides, and how these people have absolutely no care in the world. So I'm getting notifications in game that like the guests are thirsty, and I definitely need that capitalist flair where they do more stuff and they buy everything that they possibly can. But the problem with that idea is I can't see. There, I can't see anything about what I just put in, but you know what? It's gonna have to do. Like, I don't even know if these two places here have a path to them or not. And we broke 2 2,000 people into this pit. Like, have we ever done a build in this game where we can easily get 2,000 people inside? And who would have known that it would have been the one where it was completely underground? Like, look at them all. There's nothing that they want to do more than just like walk to their deaths into the depths of hell. In fact, just to let them know where they're going, we're gonna put down these two bad boys. This is exactly where you're entering, people, and I hope it's worth it. Well, anyways, that is going to be it from me, guys. My name is GT Logan, and I post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 12 noon Central Standard Time. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button, and comment down below on if you would ever in real life visit a park that was deep underground like this one. I do read my comments, and I like to know what you guys want to see next in video games. I'm always open to new ideas, and like I said, this was a fan suggested video by a ton of you guys, and it may not have ever happened without your support. So leave a comment down below, like this video, subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you at the next upload.